LeBron James stays with Lakers, a look at his decision and the team's future. LeBron James' decision to stay with the Lakers has sparked both relief and debate among fans and analysts alike. But here's where it gets controversial. While some see his commitment as a sign of loyalty, others wonder if this move is more about strategy than sentiment. After all, the 40-year-old superstar could have easily opted out of his contract this summer, leaving the door open for a fresh start elsewhere. Instead, he chose to remain in Los Angeles, a decision that's left the basketball world buzzing with questions about what comes next. And this is the part most people miss. The Lakers executive team isn't just celebrating his return, they're recalibrating their entire strategy around it. An anonymous insider from the organization recently shared a candid perspective with Spotrac, revealing that the team is just happy he's still a Laker. But the story behind that statement is far more nuanced. When you offer a player an option, you're essentially handing them the reins for a moment, the executive explained. But let's not overcomplicate this. A player option doesn't mean the team is powerless. If they opt out, the ball is back in the court, so to speak. If they stay, the team still has a say in how things unfold. LeBron made his choice, and we're just glad he's still with us. This summer's drama wasn't just about numbers on a contract, it was about power dynamics. Rumors swirled after James Camp made cryptic comments to ESPN, fueling speculation that his LA chapter might end sooner than fans hoped. Yet, as the dust settles, it's clear the Lakers are moving forward with him as their cornerstone. Recent roster additions like Deandre Ayton anchoring the paint and Marcus Smart bolstering perimeter defense send a message: the team is serious about competing for a title. And if this is truly James' final season before retirement, the stakes couldn't be higher. He's already stacked his legacy with 4 championships across 3 franchises, including the 2020 Lakers title that closed a 10-year gap for the storied franchise. Now, the spotlight turns to whether they can dethrone the Celtics' record of 18 titles by adding one more ring this year. But here's the twist: history doesn't guarantee happiness. Could James still chase another championship with a different team if the Lakers fall short? After all, his career has always been about evolution, not just continuity. What do you think? Is loyalty the driving force here, or is this just business as usual for one of the greatest? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's debate what the future holds for LeBron and the purple and gold. Lakers exec responds to LeBron James trade rumors. What's really going on? Imagine a world where one of the most dominant forces in the NBA, LeBron James, is at the center of a maelstrom of speculation and uncertainty. It's a scenario that's currently unfolding, with the Los Angeles Lakers trying to navigate the complexities of their superstar's contract status. But here's the thing: despite the swirl of rumors and anxiety among fans and media, a Lakers front office executive is pushing back against the notion that the team is panicking about James' future. In fact, they're calling the idea that James has all the power in this situation pretty silly. Let's dive into the details and explore what this means for the Lakers and their fans. Whenever a player signs a deal with an option, they're essentially giving them the control to guide the situation initially. However, this doesn't mean the team is completely at the player's mercy. As the executive pointed out, if the player opts out, the team becomes a partner in re-signing them or not. And if they opt in, the team is still a partner in whatever happens next. In the case of LeBron James, he had a player option and chose to opt in, which the Lakers see as a commitment, not a demand. The executive emphasized that we're partners in what comes next, which suggests a sense of unity and cooperation between the team and James. But here's where it gets controversial. James' decision to opt in doesn't necessarily mean he's committed to the Lakers long term. In fact, his agent, Rich Paul, has made it clear that James still expects to contend for a championship, and if the Lakers aren't building a competitive team, he may look elsewhere. This has led to persistent speculation about James' future, with some wondering if he'll finish his career in Los Angeles or seek a new challenge. The Lakers have taken steps to retool their roster, adding players like Deandre Ayton and Marcus Smart, but it's unclear if this will be enough to satisfy James' competitive desires. And this is the part most people miss. The Lakers are trying to balance their desire to compete now with their need to build for the future. It's a delicate tightrope to walk, and one that requires careful planning and execution. So, what does the future hold for LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers? Will they be able to navigate the complexities of James' contract status and build a competitive team around him? Or will James ultimately decide to leave the Lakers in search of a new challenge? These are the questions that are on everyone's mind, and ones that will continue to spark debate and discussion in the coming months. But for now, the Lakers are projecting calm and unity, and James is set to begin his 22nd NBA season in purple and gold. Whether it's his last in LA or his last, period, remains to be seen. As we look to the future, we have to ask, what do you think the Lakers should do to build a competitive team around James? Should they prioritize short-term success or long-term sustainability? Let us know in the comments. The conversation is just getting started, and we want to hear from you. LeBron James and the myth of the retirement crisis. The retirement crisis is a myth, and LeBron James proves it. There is no retirement crisis in America, and those who claim otherwise will soon regret their pessimistic outlook. Just consider the fact that NBA superstar LeBron James recently announced his plan to return for an incredible 23rd season. This decision sheds light on the flaws in the persistent narrative of a retirement crisis. James, who certainly doesn't need to work from a financial standpoint, chooses to continue playing because it allows him to showcase his unparalleled basketball intelligence. For him, retiring would mean denying the world his genius. But here's the controversial part. There are more and more people like LeBron James all around us. The evidence for this claim can be found in the estimates from retirement experts, who argue that Americans don't have enough money to retire. However, these experts are mistaken. Moreover, by promoting the idea that future American retirees will face significant challenges due to insufficient funds, these experts are suggesting that markets are not just stupid, but aggressively so. They imply that most future retirees are ignoring the inevitable future of not working while also not saving. In reality, a growing number of future retirees view their work in the same way James views his. Because their work showcases their unique talents, they have no intention of retiring anytime soon, just as James continues to postpone retirement. This means that the retirement crisis touted by experts will likely continue to grow, which is actually a positive sign. It indicates that artificial intelligence, robots, and other job-destroying technologies will live up to their much-hyped potential. As these technologies proliferate, the number of people delaying retirement, like James, will multiply at an even faster rate. These advancements don't put us out of work, they elevate our work. Automation is a testament to how much human potential was wasted in the past. Consider how many 19th-century Americans worked 6 days a week from dawn to dusk on farms, suffocating their potential. The same is true for the factories and mills that Americans still romanticize today. What a waste! Bringing the focus back to LeBron James and the increasing number of Americans fighting off retirement, this is why they don't have as much saved as the experts believe they should. Even the retirement experts themselves, like Alicia Munnell, who heads Boston College's Center for Retirement Research well into her 80s, approach work in the same way James does. If work is life, why retire? Munnell, like James, is evidence of a trend that will only grow as AI reaches its potential. If this happens, Americans will save even less for retirement because their goal will be to work until they die. After all, if work is life, then people who live to work don't need as much for when they're not working, which may be never. What do you think? Do you agree that the retirement crisis is a myth, or do you believe it's a real issue that needs to be addressed? Share your thoughts in the comments below.